Severus Snape, doe. Snape's Patronus, a silver doe, remains one of the most haunting and symbolic in the series. Revealed in Deathly Hallows during The Prince's Tale, it mirrors Lily Potter's Patronus exactly decades after her death. This rare phenomenon indicates a deep, unchanging emotional anchor, Snape's lifelong love for Lily. Dumbledore is visibly shaken upon seeing it, understanding in that moment the full depth of Snape's loyalty. The doe leads Harry to the Sword of Gryffindor in the Forest of Dean, playing a pivotal role in Voldemort's downfall. Unlike most Patronuses, which can shift over time, Snape's remains identical to Lily's, serving as a living memory of her. It's a tragic echo of love and regret, a Patronus shaped not by joy, but by mourning and purpose. Harry Potter, stag. Harry's Patronus takes the form of a stag, the same as his father, James Potter. This is not coincidence. Patronuses often reflect powerful emotional ties, and Harry's deep connection to his father shapes its form. The stag symbolizes leadership, nobility, and protection, qualities Harry gradually embodies. He first produces a corporeal Patronus in Prisoner of Azkaban at age 13, which is extremely rare. His Patronus famously saves both himself and Sirius Black from a swarm of Dementors. The stag also matches James Potter's Animagus form, Prongs, making Harry's Patronus a literal echo of his father. A lesser-known detail, Harry's Patronus is strong enough to repel over 100 Dementors at once, marking him as an exceptionally gifted wizard. This rare level of power in a teenager stunned even seasoned wizards like Remus Lupin. Nymphadora Tonks, wolf. Tonks' original Patronus was a hare, confirmed by J.K. Rowling on Pottermore. However, by Half-Blood Prince, it changes to a new form that visibly unsettles Molly Weasley, who suggests it reflects Tonks' emotional turmoil. While the new shape is not named in the books, Rowling later confirmed it became a wolf, symbolizing her deep love for Remus Lupin. This shift is rare. Patronuses typically remain fixed unless someone experiences a profound emotional transformation. The wolf form aligns with Tonks' decision to love Lupin, despite the stigma surrounding his condition as a werewolf. Although her wolf Patronus is never shown on screen or described in the novels, its existence highlights the emotional resonance Patronuses carry. Tonks' transformation places her among a very small number of witches and wizards whose Patronus change due to love, demonstrating not only magical strength, but rare emotional depth. Hermione Granger, otter. Hermione's Patronus is an otter, confirmed by J.K. Rowling via Pottermore. While not described in the books, it appears in Order of the Phoenix, the film, during the Dumbledore's Army Patronus training. The otter is Rowling's own favorite animal, and she chose it deliberately for Hermione to reflect her intelligence, playfulness, and adaptability. Otters are clever problem solvers, agile swimmers, and fiercely protective of their families, an apt reflection of Hermione's spirit. Though small, the otter is resourceful and brave, much like its caster. A subtle detail, otters are part of the weasel family, hinting at Hermione's eventual bond with Ron Weasley. Her Patronus highlights that strength doesn't always roar. It can be quiet, strategic, and grounded in fierce loyalty. Ron Weasley, Jack Russell Terrier. Ron's Patronus is a Jack Russell Terrier, confirmed by J.K. Rowling on Pottermore. Though not explicitly described in the books, it appears briefly in the Order of the Phoenix film during Dumbledore's army training. The choice is deeply symbolic. Jack Russells are loyal, brave, and energetic, traits that match Ron's fiercely protective nature. They're also known for chasing otters, a playful wink from Rowling, since Hermione's Patronus is an otter. This subtle detail foreshadows their romantic future. While often underestimated, Ron's Patronus represents courage grounded in love and loyalty, not glory. It's a testament to his steady growth and inner strength, often masked by humor or insecurity. Despite being overshadowed by others, Ron proves himself capable of producing a strong, fully corporeal Patronus, marking him as a true protector in times of darkness. Ginny Weasley, horse. Ginny's Patronus is a horse, officially confirmed by J.K. Rowling on Pottermore. Although never shown in the books or films, the choice speaks volumes about Ginny's character. Horses symbolize freedom, strength, and fierce independence, traits Ginny consistently demonstrates, from standing up to her older brothers to becoming a star Quidditch player. The horse is also a powerful guardian, known for its speed and intuition, aligning with Ginny's role in the Resistance during the Second Wizarding War. A subtle layer, horses, particularly mares, are often tied to feminine power and resilience, which fits Ginny's arc perfectly. Even without on-page depiction, the form of her Patronus is one of the most fitting in the series, representing her self-assured nature and unstoppable spirit. Luna Lovegood, hare. Luna Lovegood's Patronus is a hare, hare, shown in the Order of the Phoenix film during Dumbledore's army training. While not described in the books, Rowling confirmed the form as canon. The hare is a magical creature in folklore, symbolizing intuition, otherworldliness, and agility, perfectly reflecting Luna's dreamy, unconventional mind. Unlike a rabbit, a hare is wild, fast, and solitary, which mirrors Luna's status as an outsider who remains confident in her identity. A small but powerful detail, Luna produces her Patronus effortlessly in the film, surprising those who underestimated her magical ability. The hare also connects to Celtic mythology, where it's often associated with the moon and spiritual insight, adding further depth to a character whose wisdom often comes in unexpected forms. Cho Chang, swan. Cho Chang's Patronus is a swan, graceful, elegant, and emotionally complex. It's shown in the Order of the Phoenix film during Patronus training and was confirmed by Rowling. Swans are often symbolic of loyalty and mourning, making this Patronus fitting for Cho, whose grief for Cedric Diggory deeply affects her throughout the story. The swan's beauty masks a quiet strength, much like Cho, who remains emotionally open in a time of war and loss. In mythology, swans are associated with transformation and healing, resonating with Cho's arc as she navigates trauma, heartbreak, and loyalty. While sometimes misunderstood by fans, Cho's Patronus reveals her as a deeply feeling, powerful witch, whose emotional depth is her greatest strength. Minerva McGonagall, cat, Scottish fold. McGonagall's Patronus is a cat, specifically a Scottish fold, matching her animagus form. In Deathly Hallows, she famously casts 3 simultaneous feline Patronuses to alert the heads of Hogwarts houses, showcasing exceptional magical control. This connection between her animagus and Patronus forms reflects a deep integration of identity and magic. The Scottish fold breed, with its distinct appearance and reserved elegance, mirrors McGonagall's stern yet compassionate demeanor. The triple Patronus casting is one of a few instances in the series where a witch projects multiple corporeal Patronuses at once, highlighting her as one of the most powerful living transfiguration experts. Cats in magical lore often symbolize independence, mystery, and protection, all qualities McGonagall embodies as a fierce defender of Hogwarts and its students. Lily Potter, doe. Lily Potter's Patronus was a doe, elegant, quiet, and fiercely protective. It's revealed in Deathly Hallows during the Prince's Tale, when Dumbledore watches Snape conjure the same form. Lily's Patronus perfectly complements James' stag, creating a symbolic pair. The doe represents compassion, grace, and maternal love, all core aspects of Lily's character. Though we never see Lily cast the Patronus on page, the doe's image lingers in Snape's memory, tied irrevocably to his feelings for her. Interestingly, her Patronus is one of the few that plays such a central emotional role in the story, continuing to influence events long after her death. It becomes the blueprint for Snape's own Patronus, preserving Lily's memory as a guiding force in the war against Voldemort. Kingsley Shacklebolt, lynx. Kingsley's Patronus takes the form of a lynx, a rare and powerful creature. It's first revealed in Deathly Hallows, when his Patronus appears at Bill and Fleur's wedding to warn the guests that the Ministry has fallen. The lynx is a symbol of stealth, intelligence, and watchfulness, fitting for Kingsley, an Auror and member of the Order of the Phoenix. This use of the Patronus also shows how advanced Kingsley is. Not only can he produce a corporeal Patronus, but he can also send it a long distance with complex spoken messages, a feat only the most skilled witches and wizards can perform. The lynx's quiet power and piercing gaze reflect Kingsley's calm leadership and strategic mind. As a non-domesticated feline, it stands apart from more common Patronus forms, underlining Kingsley's unique magical prowess and vital role in resisting Voldemort's regime. Dolores Umbridge, Persian cat. Umbridge's Patronus is a Persian cat, a deeply ironic reflection of her carefully curated aesthetic and disturbing personality. While most Patronuses reflect noble traits, Umbridge's is almost weaponized. She uses it in Order of the Phoenix to repel Dementors in the courtroom while conducting unethical trials. Her office decor, which includes plates adorned with prancing kittens, foreshadows her feline Patronus. Persian cats are known for their beauty and aloofness, traits Umbridge values in appearance. But behind the soft exterior lies authoritarian cruelty. She is one of a very few known dark-aligned characters capable of producing a Patronus, and it's implied that her belief in her own righteousness sustains the magic. This contradiction between form and morality makes her Patronus one of the most chilling in the series. Arthur Weasley, weasel. Arthur Weasley's Patronus is a weasel, a nod both to his surname and his personality. Confirmed by J.K. Rowling on Pottermore, this Patronus never appears in the films or books, but fits Arthur perfectly. Weasels are clever, agile, and resourceful, often underestimated, just like Arthur himself. His curiosity about Muggle inventions and his love for his large family show a quirky, dedicated spirit that aligns with the weasel's adaptability and tenacity. While some might see the animal as comical in magical folklore, weasels are protective and sharp, just like Arthur, who works quietly but effectively within the Ministry to resist corruption and support the Order of the Phoenix. His Patronus reflects an unassuming strength that is easy to overlook but vital to the Wizarding World resistance movement. Albus Dumbledore, Phoenix. Albus Dumbledore's Patronus is a phoenix, officially confirmed by J.K. Rowling on Pottermore, although it never appears in the original books or films. This rare and powerful form reflects key elements of Dumbledore's character. Phoenixes represent rebirth, healing, and immortality, symbols closely tied to his philosophy and life story. His deep connection with Fawkes, his loyal phoenix companion, reinforces this alignment. Fawkes' healing tears and protective song appear multiple times in the series, underscoring the phoenix as a recurring symbol of hope and renewal. While Dumbledore is never depicted casting a Patronus, his magical ability is unquestionable. As founder of the Order of the Phoenix, it's plausible, though not confirmed, that he used his Patronus for communication, similar to how McGonagall and Kingsley do in Deathly Hallows. The form is thematically fitting. Dumbledore repeatedly rises from moral failure and personal loss, particularly after the tragedy involving his sister Ariana, making the Phoenix a perfect magical reflection of his inner journey. James Potter, Stag. James Potter's Patronus was also a stag, identical to his animagus form, Prongs. While never directly shown casting a Patronus in the books, J.K. Rowling confirmed this in interviews and companion writings. James became an unregistered animagus to support Remus Lupin during his werewolf transformations, taking the form of a large, imposing stag. Patronus forms and animagus forms are not always the same, but in James's case, they aligned perfectly. The stag symbolizes courage, strength, and guardianship, traits James was known for, especially in battle. Harry's Patronus, which takes the same form, acts as a magical mirror of James's legacy. One subtle fact: in Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry initially mistakes his own stag Patronus for his father, reinforcing the deep symbolic connection between them. Ernie Macmillan, Boar. Ernie's Patronus is a boar, revealed in Order of the Phoenix during Dumbledore's army meetings. While a minor character, this Patronus gives insight into his personality. Boars are bold, stubborn, and defensive when protecting their territory. As a loyal Hufflepuff, Ernie often rushes to defend his friends and causes he believes in, even if it means sounding pompous or overconfident. A boar Patronus reflects quiet courage and a strong moral compass. Unlike flashy creatures, the boar represents grounded resilience, which suits someone willing to fight alongside Harry in the Battle of Hogwarts. Notably, boars appear in Hogwarts iconography to flank the entrance gates, tying Ernie's Patronus to the school itself and possibly hinting at his deep loyalty to it. Seamus Finnegan, Fox. Seamus's Patronus is a fox, confirmed by J.K. Rowling on Pottermore. It never appears in books or films, but the choice speaks volumes. Foxes are quick-witted, adaptable, and fiercely independent, mirroring Seamus's arc throughout the series. He initially doubts Harry's claims about Voldemort's return, but later becomes a fierce supporter and active member of Dumbledore's army. The fox suggests cunning and loyalty mixed with a healthy dose of skepticism. It also symbolizes survival. Seamus withstands several battles and is seen fighting bravely in the final war. Though not a standout character in terms of screen time, his Patronus suggests a layered nature, brave, strategic, and fiercely loyal once trust is earned. Aberforth Dumbledore, Goat. Aberforth's Patronus is a goat, revealed in Deathly Hallows when he sends it to guide Harry, Ron, and Hermione to his pub. This isn't just a magical detail, it's deeply personal. Aberforth had a known affinity for goats, to the point that his unusual obsession was joked about in wizarding circles. But beneath the mockery lies a story of isolation and loss. The goat likely symbolizes his stubborn independence and raw earthly wisdom. Unlike his brother, Albus's majestic phoenix, Aberforth's Patronus reflects his more grounded, humble character. It also hints at his hidden loyalty. He avoids the spotlight, but ultimately plays a crucial role in the resistance. A fascinating layer. Goats in mythology often symbolize guardianship and sacrifice, both of which Aberforth quietly embodies as he protects his brother's legacy and helps Harry without seeking praise. Abernathy, unknown, speculated to be a wolf. Abernathy's Patronus is never officially confirmed in the Fantastic Beasts films, screenplays, or any statements by J.K. J.K. Rowling. In The Crimes of Grindelwald, there is a scene during an escape where a wolf-like apparition briefly appears, leading some fans to speculate it may be his Patronus. However, the film does not clearly identify the spell, and no canonical source has confirmed that Abernathy is capable of producing a Patronus, especially significant since conjuring one requires a genuinely positive emotional core, something rare among dark-aligned individuals. As a former MAC USA employee turned loyalist to Grindelwald, Abernathy's ability to cast a Patronus would be highly unusual until confirmed by official sources such as Pottermore or future scripts. His Patronus, if he has one, remains unknown. The wolf form, while visually suggested, should be treated as unconfirmed speculation within canon. Unnamed Ministry Official, Bat. In Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Act 1, Scene 10, a bat-shaped Patronus is cast by an unnamed ministry official. This is the only confirmed instance of a bat Patronus in the Wizarding World canon. While the character remains unidentified, the Patronus is described in stage directions, making it part of official script canon. Bats are often symbolic of navigating darkness, heightened perception, and facing the unknown, traits suited to intelligence or surveillance roles. Though no emotional origin is given for this Patronus, its rare form implies a unique internal landscape. It also reflects a creature often misunderstood, associated with shadow, transformation, and secrecy. The Bat Patronus stands out not just for its singular appearance, but for suggesting a deep variety in the magical identities of less explored wizarding figures.